everybody, but it is for somebody. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to GO's Power Hour. And I want to thank my host for coming up, and she more or less the Marlene Saunders Show, and she is going to be sharing her heart out tonight. So go ahead and introduce yourself, Marlene.
Hey, Gia. Hey, Chad. How's everybody doing? I'm Marlene Saunders Show. I podcast over there on Real Talk and Real Conversations. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, you know you cool with me, Marlene. Okay, in the chat right now we got Jaden and Ari and Bay. Okay, guys, y'all know I don't like to prolong my lives. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with our topic, which is condescending people. Okay, now the reason I chose this topic is because somebody was condescending to me. Okay. And I kept saying, what is that feeling? You know what I'm saying? You know, when it just don't feel right. And so I had, you know me, I'm gonna go search it out because that is what my therapist told me. If you can't get rid of the feeling, you need to go figure it out and see what is underneath why you mad. Okay, because I was really kind of pissed. Okay, so then I didn't want to be like that because when you're angry like that, you give your power to that person that made you angry. And child, they walking around like they cool. Ain't nothing wrong with them, lolly dolly. While you over there mad, what you think about that, Marlene?
Yeah, that's exactly the point. When you have yourself all upset and worked up, they do stuff, they set you up, and then you look like a fool and they just sit back and smile. That's exactly what they want to do. They want to paint you a picture of you like something so that you'll fall right into their trap.
That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. So we're going to be talking about the signs of condescending people. Now we all know a condescending person, you know, and you know them because if you think about it, like I'm about to say, that they loves to put others down, and it's time to learn how to deal with them. Okay, but first we want to talk about what are the signs of a condescending person, because these people are everywhere, whether they think it's funny or maybe they just don't realize what they're doing. It's important to know how to handle situations properly so that they don't drive you crazy. Okay, so signs of a condescending person, number one, and it is 20 of them. And I was like, what, 20 behaviors? Okay, listen, Marlene, the first one is they are full of themselves. They think a lot of their own skills and intelligence, often believing themselves to be more skilled in a certain subject than people who are trained for it. You know, and one of the examples I can give is I had told one person what the doctor had told me. Girl, they don't know what they talk about. All you got to do is go on the internet, go on the internet and look that up for yourself, and you'll see that some of those doctors, they are not educated. You know, I know what I'm talking about. You know, and they just went on and on about what they knew, and they went to no med school, Marlene, not a one. But they want me to sit there and believe them. What do you think about that?
I will tell you something about that, Geo. It's they have like this superior complex, and they always everything that comes up, they're always an expert in everything that you talk about.
That's what I'm talking about. And in the chat, we got Realist. Hey, Realist, what's up? Thank you so much for being here. R and Bay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, R and Bay say their favorite phrase is "bless your heart, honey." That's their favorite. And you know what? You're so right, R and Bay. So the first sign, one of the signs that you're talking to a condescending person is they are full of themselves. Number two is that they boast about themselves. They love boasting about their own achievements and will find any opportunity to do so. Yeah, you can't even get a word in. You know, I know this one particular person called me all the time. And I kept saying, why when I get off the phone, I seem like I'm mad. Like, not mad, but what you call that? Frustrated, Marlene. Because I didn't get a chance to say nothing. Okay? It's like it's all about them. What about that? Boasting. And they just talk on and on and on about how good they do this and how good they do that. What do you think about that, Marlene?
Oh, I always love this type of conversation because sometimes I set them up. Like I'll go in with the conversation knowing something that I know that they don't know anything about it. Oh yeah, that happened to me. And I just go, mm.
Okay, here is number three, using offensive nicknames. They call you pet names like honey or sweetie or boo. I hate that boo mess. Okay, they call you pet names, honey or sweetie or boo. The only purpose of which is to patronize and make you feel small and inferior. These nicknames tend to be highly gendered and exclude other sexes. Okay, so I remember one particular person, the same person that I always call me. I don't let her get on my nerves like that anymore. But she said, Boo, what you doing? I say, first of all, let me just set a boundary right there. I am not your boo. Okay? I don't even like that word. My name is G Up. Okay? She just fell out laughing, kept on calling me boo. Condescending, boo. I don't think that you're thinking the right way. You're not in your right mind today, boo. I said, how you know I'm not in my right What? Okay. So they use offensive nicknames. Okay, Marlene, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, like okay, for instance, you tell people like certain names and they like they just change your name and call you say, like I'll tell them like I'll say it on here because I can say what I want to say because this is Geo show. But my thing is my name is Marlene and I hate when people call me Marlena. And I was like, well, I want to call you Marlena, so we're gonna go with that. I was like, you call me Marlena again, and you're gonna see what happens.
The Marlena, that's not even where they get
That's
Marlena
a
from.
Southern thing. They always want to call me Marlena. I said, don't add nothing to my name. My
Well,
name is Marlene. It's not Marlena.
I know that's right. And then they used to try to call me at work, act like they don't know how to pronounce my name, Georgita. I said, my darn name is not no Georgita, you butt. My name is Georgetta. Geo for short for my friends. All right. So, Georgita, I said, hold up. If you finna be condescending to me or talk down to me because you didn't call me Georgita, I said that to my supervisor on the job, and she was highly mad at me. And I told her, well, this is why I have my own business and why you got my 2 weeks notice. That's when I got ready to walk away. Okay. All right, now let's go move on to the next one. Marlene, condescending people are always right. They think they know everything and are always right, making it particularly difficult to approach issues with them. You can't tell them nothing because they always right. No, that is not how it goes. It goes this way, that way, and that. No, that is not right. Look at it like this, and no, everything you talk about is there are the right ones. Do you have any comments on that, Marlene?
Yeah, Gio. Can you repeat what you just said? Because my stupid mic went out, so I didn't hear the last thing you said.
I just said that the next number four is condescending people are always right. They think that they know everything and are always right, making it particularly difficult to approach issues with them.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody can always be right. Nobody. Even when you know things, you can always listen to another person, get someone else's point of view. You could learn something. But these condescending people, they don't want to learn anything because guess what? They full of themselves.
Um, Rock Chick said people call me Ori when my name is Arlene. Arlene. Oh, that's cute though, Rock Chick. Arlene, that's her name. That's cool. And they call you Ori. I would be telling them you need to set that boundary, girl, like I do. Look, my name is not no Georgita. And actually, I really want to go even further than that, but I just try not to let them take me to 10. Okay, Marlene? Because once I hit 10, I am not going to say that I'm going to be responsible for my behavior. Now, I might feel bad after I done said it and done it, but honey, if I told you not to do it and you keep on, I just might land at 10. And I'm just being honest because I am not no perfect individual. Sometimes I can handle and keep my cool, and it's according on who that person is and how many times they didn't call me sweetie. God bless your heart. Now they talking down to you, you know? Shoot. Okay. Let's see what's next up here. Let me get my notes back up here. Oh, Marlene, condescending people love to give advice. A condescending person is quick to give out advice even when you didn't ask for it. Hmm. What about that, Marlene?
Yes, exactly. They love to give advice. That's the whole thing is not all the time you want advice. And you may want advice but not from them because unless somebody actually knows what they're talking about or they'll listen to you or you feel you're going to get something from it, you really don't want to hear their opinion on what they have to say.
Right, right. Okay, number six. They love to put others down. They put others down, often being overly critical and gossiping behind people's back. That's what they do.
They so
Oh, I see. I see, Rock Chick. Okay. Yeah, putting others down. I mean, I see that a lot around YouTube. And I'd be like, why do they do that when all you have to do is just walk away? If you don't like folks, you don't have to stay there. You can just walk away. You don't even have to say nothing bad. Hey, Letitia, about folks. Just don't go back to their channel. Or it's same thing in the church.
mhm,
Oh, deacon this and sister this and blah. I'm like, if you don't, pastor, let's talk about the pastor. You're putting the pastor down every time you go there on a Sunday, but you still showing up. Why
mhm,
can't you just walk away and go to another church that you like? You know what I'm talking about? You
mhm.
got anything to say about that, Marlene?
Of course, well, I will add this to relationships. As condescending people who are in relationships, they're always complaining about the person that they're in a relationship with and how much they don't get along and how stupid they are and they can't do nothing right. But they stay with them.
Yeah. That's just low self esteem right there. I just think that I don't know, maybe they like getting put down. I don't. Number seven, they love the spotlight. They will seek that spotlight. I don't care where they are. They walk in the room. Hey, everybody. look at me. They enjoy being the center of attention and will try to find ways to get that attention as much as possible. Is anybody, have anybody seen that kind of person in their lives? You, Marlene?
Oh, all the time, Jill. All the time. It's people like that everywhere. You just have to find out. When you find out how somebody really is, you just have to do whatever it takes. You have to protect yourself, and for me that means just not being around them.
Right. I agree. Number 8, not taking others' feelings seriously. They don't take people's feelings seriously, often telling people to lighten up, take it easy, calm down. These phrases put the blame onto the person who is insulted or upset, and it is an unfair way to deal with other people's feelings. I don't like it when people tell me to take it easy and somebody that just hit me upside the head, but I'm supposed to take it easy. Oh, I'm supposed to calm down. Oh, you out your mind. You might be the one to get the hit telling me that, Miss, lighten up. I mean, you're supposed to be my friend and you telling me to lighten up, and you just heard somebody talk about my mama or cuss me out or talk about, my weight or whatever they said. Now, uh-uh. They don't take your feelings seriously because they don't know how to even, they probably don't have no feelings themselves. So that is what condescending people do as well. So, Marlene?
Yeah, they definitely do not care about your feelings. All they care about is theirs. And one thing that I found, when I find that somebody doesn't care about my feelings, I disregard them. I put no weight into them. I give them no energy. And where you don't put your energy, that fire, that flame goes out, because I don't go back and forth with people. I'm grown.
I know that's right. Let's move on to number 9. Fans, they are fans of correcting you. A condescending person is quick to correct others and often in public. Child, that is so true. It's another way to feel better about themselves at someone else's expense. Now, see, that's why a lot of people get knocked out on the floor. Okay, because they do that mess in public. Okay, they want to correct you in public, and some people will knock you out. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Okay. Realistic down here is talking about, in that case, I'm gonna like the person that disrespected me after that. After that, they're supposed to be friends. I know you're supposed to be friends, and here they are disrespecting you. That's why I say I'm not no perfect. Yes, I've been to therapy. Yes, I'm a much better person, but I can still go to 10 if you keep on jibbing and jabbing me. I can still say stuff and then I feel bad afterwards. So I just pray on it and forgive myself and move on. And nobody got time to be letting another person tell you how to feel. Okay, so don't be correcting me in public unless you can pull me to the side and say, if you were my friend, and say, whatever you had to say. Okay, number 10, they don't, people's boundaries don't mean anything to them. And that's just part of what we just got through talking about. They don't respect other people's boundaries, feeling entitled to cross those limits. They feel entitled to just cross your boundaries. They don't even really care. What about that, Marlene?
And that's one thing about me. I am a boundaries queen. I tell people as soon as I'm around them for a little bit, they know exactly how far to go with me. And I'm telling you, if you cross the line, I will tell you. And I know for sure that me and Gio have had many conversations about boundaries. And what we have to learn as an adult, just because something is not an issue with you does not mean it's not an issue with somebody else. And you have to let that person feel comfortable how they feel and not try to
Right.
control them.
True. Hmm. Child, look. If you crossing my boundaries, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to tell you. Because before I didn't know what a boundary was or who crossed them and how they crossed them and all of this kind of stuff. But today I know when my boundaries get crossed, and I am going to sit there and tell you, look, I don't like it when you do this, so stop. If you don't stop, I'm walking away if I can. Or, okay, let's move on to number 11. Interrupting others. They love to interrupt you, showing that they don't respect you or what you are saying. Now that reminds me of these old crazy trolls, huh, Marlene?
Yes, these trolls, and I'm telling you, the whole thing about it is they want to get some engagement. They want to get you upset. And once you know that, you have to learn to have some control. Even though sometimes you can be a little petty, have a little fun sometimes, but for the most part, I don't engage with them because they have no life.
Right. And another thing is when people come into your chat and here you are talking about condescending and they in the chat talking about they going live. That's just downright disrespectful to me, Or they in the chat talking about a whole different subject, and everybody else is then fell in with them. I just think that they just come in to just disrupt, interrupting whatever it is that you want to talk about. So let's move on to number 12. They use sarcasm often, avoiding what they mean directly so that they can uh, absolve themselves of blame if someone gets hurt. Sarcasm. I don't like sarcasm. Do you, Marlene?
Gio, I don't think there's a person alive that likes a person who is sarcastic, like trying to say something, like a joke at your expense. That's, mm-mm. Nobody likes that.
Nah, I don't
And they
like
think they're
sarcasm.
so funny. I always say, like, even when I say something and I see the reaction, like a person's frowning, you can tell that when somebody doesn't like, and that's when you stop it. But they'll just
Right,
keep on going. They don't pay attention. They're not even looking at you. They want the attention of the crowd.
right. And then you called it out on them. Girl, I ain't mean it that way. Stop lying. Yes, you did. That's what I say.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Gio. And here's the main one. Oh, you're just being so sensitive. You're too sensitive.
Right. You know, I calls them out on it. I say it to their face. I be like, stop lying. Yes, you are being sarcastic. Then you trying to put it back on me talking about I'm too sensitive. Girl, bye. Then you sit there and look at me like I'm crazy. And I just leave. Walk on. I leave that with them and I'm not taking it with me. Number 13, condescending people are competitive and jealous. They don't celebrate the achievements of others and can become jealous when others succeed instead of them. Nah, I have had that all my life. What about you, Marlene?
You know what? When I was younger, I didn't really understand that they were jealous. They always made it seem like you did something wrong.
Right,
They never would let you have your moment. If you were doing something, they would have to, oh yeah, I did something like that about 10 years ago. Try to downplay yours so that they can stay in the limelight. That's all it is. They don't want to share any of the shine. They always want to be the center of attention.
right, always. And they just never wanna, they want all the praise. They don't do nothing, but they want to be praised that they don't do nothing. Come on, get a life. You get some Holy Spirit, something. That's crazy. Let's move on to number 14. They seek praise. They often try to top other people's achievements, giving themselves more glory and seeking more praise. And I just talked about that. Give you praise for what? What have you done? other than try to put me down and be competitive. And you cannot compete with Geo. Not when Geo is in her element. Because see, I'm using the gifts God gave me. Now, how you gonna compete with that? You can't. You best be trying to look inside and find your gifts. Okay? Because I already know I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm not gonna try to go and get nobody else's gift. So you can't take no praise for mine because they ain't yours. Get you some. Okay? Then you can seek praise. Then. All right? All right now, Marlene, what you got to say about that? Seeking the praise on
Yeah,
other people's stuff.
right. And you know what they'll try to do? They'll try to change one word of something you said and turn take one word. They'll take one word, turn it around, and then they'll take, oh yeah, I came up with that. And you'll be looking at them like, when and what at what time did you come up with it?
Wow.
It's just absolutely ridiculous how they will take other people, they steal from other people, they try to take their shine, and then they'll say that they were the originator of that idea.
Lies, lies, lies. Okay. I mean, just one, you have a bad topic. I mean, one of the hottest topics. They change one word and it's theirs. That's crazy. Or I have seen where they have taken your whole presentation and wrote it all down, word for word, and change a couple of lines in there and it's theirs. But you hear everything that you said. Okay. Or you, that's just, mm-mm. Let me just move on because that is really a pet peeve of mine. Okay. Let's go to the next one, name dropping. They name drop as much as they can, letting you know just how important and likable they are. Girl, I know Gwen Stefani. Yeah, I was with her. What about that, Marlene?
Exactly. They love to say, "Oh yeah, I knew them. Oh yeah, we did this and we hang out." I was like, "Girl, you ain't been outside the state. Just
Look,
just stop lying." Like I don't know why people have to do something like that.
I don't either.
I really don't understand it. Like, it's nothing wrong if you may know one person, okay? But oh yeah, I met them when I was over here. Oh yeah, I met that person too. I was like, if you know them, then why don't you call them?
Right.
Oh, they don't take personal calls.
Look here, name dropping. Hey, Coach Mary, Mom. Okay, you don't name drop. Oh yeah, I know Realist 100. Yeah, he's a great guy. And his channel. Oh yeah, he called me the other night. Oh, we hung out in the casino, and I don't even know who Realist is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using you as an example, Realist. You know, I had to get you some kind of way, Realist. All right. All right. So all I'm saying is you just people that name drop all the time, they don't know them people. Okay. Looking realist. They don't know those people. Okay. Okay. But they want you to think that they know the people so they can feel all big and bad and oh yeah, I'm somebody, you know. All right. If you don't believe you somebody, nobody else will either. All right. They don't like to apologize, Marlene. They don't apologize properly. Instead of using words like, I'm sorry you feel that way, or outright deny that it was their intention to insult you. And all the time, that's when I come right back and tell them, you a lie. You meant to insult me. Yes, you did, because this is what you said. You said this. That's insulted, and you better believe I'm insulted. And they just sit there and look at me. I do it every chance I get. And this is supposed to be a friend of mine, but I have to let them know I ain't the one. You know, before I went to therapy, I would never have the nerves to do that, Marlene. But today, insult me or act like you don't know how to apologize or try to apologize. We talk about I didn't mean to insult you. Gio gonna tell you, yes, you did. And this is why you did, and this is what you said. Don't you think that's insulting? And don't tell me no. That's another pet peeve of mine. That's why I'm so emotional about it. Go ahead on, Marlene.
Oh, and this is something that I have to get out from a previous relationship. They used to always tell me, "I'm sorry you feel that way." That's not an apology. And he always used to say that. That's not an apology. An apology is, "I'm sorry I made you feel that way." Telling somebody, "I'm sorry you feel that way," that's not an apology. And
No.
no matter what I would say, they never got it because they never thought they did anything wrong.
Right. And you're right, Aaron. They insults are always intentional, and that's how come I bring them to the table. You meant to insult me. Yes, you did. Okay. Now, number 20. Now, this is a good one. Improper body language. And listen at this, Marlene. Everybody in the chat, have this happened to you? They might pat you on the head, crossing major personal and professional boundaries. This gives them a feeling of superiority and is incredibly rude. Don't be patting me on the head. I'm not a puppy. I'm not your cat, or your pet. I am a human being, and that is crossing all boundaries when they pat you on it. It's so gonna be okay. You're just a little bit too sensitive. Bam! See, now that's when I'm finna go to 10, And I really don't like going to 10, Marlene, but I am a human being. That's shame when you pat somebody on the head like they don't know that what they feeling, you know? Calm down. Go ahead, Marlene.
Oh, Jill, and I'm talking to all the ladies who have ever worn wigs, weaves, or braids, and they're like, in a condescending way. "Oh, what kind of hair is this? Is this horse hair, or is this what is it?" Trying to make fun of you. And I was like, "Oh," I said, "this is Brazilian hair. Thank you very much." And
Mm, mm, mm,
yeah,
mm,
they have to say something to embarrass you.
And say this is this, but you just can't let these people take you there. Even though I've gotten real good at not going to 10, but I can go if I go to 3. I'm proud of myself. Okay, because some people can be very, very insulting. You know, and picking up on whether a person is being condescending is pretty easy. And someone might present one or all of the behaviors that we talked about. However, it can be difficult to understand why someone acts that way. Uh, Condescending behaviors allow them to feel that way, but could also be a sign that they are insecure and that they want to keep feeling they want to keep people feeling small so that they can feel big. Patronizing people acts as protection, drawing the attention away from someone else's misgivings and weaknesses. Child, I'm like, these people need therapy. That's what I say. So what they're saying, and this is just an article that I found, I don't know if I agree with everything that they said, but they said to take a deep breath before doing anything. This will allow you to stay calm and collected so that your reaction does not spur them on further. Don't lose your temper and think before you speak. Okay? It is literally how they survive of draining the positivity out of folks. That is right, realist. I really believe that. So they telling us to take a deep breath. Child, you did insult me. I'ma still say it, okay, Marlene? They said be assertive without patronizing. Be clear and firm about your boundaries without making them feel bad. Point out, well, why can't we make them feel bad? They make us feel bad or try to, right, Marlene? But they say point out their behavior without outright blaming them and explain why their behavior upsets you. Remind them of your wants and needs and let them know what you need from the relationship. Can you do that, Marlene?
Yeah, well, one of the my favorite things to do is when you said whatever it was, this is how it made me feel, and I don't like that, and don't do it anymore.
Thank you.
That's how you fix them right away.
Yeah, just like I told my friend, we were out Sunday at my Uncle Leon's birthday party. She sitting there, trying to insult people on the, I call it undercover, under the table, on the fly, on the side. I said, did you just insult me? And I did it in the front of my sisters and about five other folks. I said, yes, you did. And I said, you just called me a bad word and you try to do it under the table on the fly. I said, I'm not that, and I would appreciate if you not say that to me. That is very hurtful. Oh, I'm sorry. I said, no, you're not. You meant it. I said, just don't be calling me anymore, okay?
Jill,
Child,
and guess what? They're only sorry when they get caught.
thank you.
Hmm.
Yes. All right. And then another way to handle a condescending person, they say, is to be honest. Standing up for yourself is so important. Be honest with the other person and let them know that their condescending behavior is not wanted, is unfair, and it is demeaning. They may not realize how their actions are coming across, so telling them can help them become more self aware. Child, only if they went to therapy, because some of them, that's all they know how to do. Like really say that's their whole life. You know, that's their whole life. Some people don't want to make no changes. Okay, and then it says to be aware of your body language. Be aware of your body language and try to stay neutral. Crossing your arms, pointing your fingers, rolling your eyes, or getting close to someone can come across as aggressive. Child, I don't know. Cause see, when you sitting there uh insulting Geo eyes gonna get big and gonna look at you like you done lost your ever loving mind. Okay, so I'm gonna have to work on that because it ain't about the hands. Because my hands always is on the table, but my eyes will tell you everything I'm thinking right there, and I'm telling
Hmm.
you. Okay, so you have to be aware of your own uh, body language. All right, says neutralize your body language and try to keep the height neutral. If they are sitting, sit also. If they are standing, stand up. This gives no person a feeling of an upper ground so that you can talk as equals. So if they sitting down, you sit down. If they standing up, they say you stand up. Hmm. Try not to get defensive. Okay, Marlene, I'm gonna let you talk on that one.
Oh boy, defensive. Yeah. See, that's the whole thing is you can't help sometimes if somebody says something and it you take a hit to your ego. When that gets disrupted, you don't always say the best things, but you can't let other people get a rise out of you, even though that they can be disrespectful. You got to show what you're made of, and you also have to put people in their place, but you don't have to put people in their place and be, nasty like them. Show people that you're better, way better than they are.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Ask for clarification. Sometimes the tone of a person's voice or the way that they say things can come across as condescending, but they're actually trying to be helpful. When? Asking them to clarify while at the same time calling them on the fact you feel patronized can help them communicate better in the future. Well, sometimes, because I remember I had a friend and she said something condescending to me, but she didn't really mean it that way. It was just a tone of her voice because she really was sorry, Marlene. I could tell. You know what I'm saying? For that, she got a pass.
I
Okay.
don't know, Jill. I don't know about giving a pass. I'd be like, I said, I gave you one strike.
Okay. If in the workplace, seek support from human resources if there is a reason to. And if tackling the problem independently hasn't helped, it might be time to seek help elsewhere. Okay? And if it's in a relationship, consider seeking professional help. Okay? Now this is number 8. They said when another way to just, handle a condescending person, and this is the last point, smile and walk away. Realists, they want us to smile and walk away. At the end of the day, sometimes all you can do is smile and walk away and let it roll off your back. Ignore it. Condescending behavior speaks more about the person doing it and not the person being patronized. That takes a lot of practice to smile and walk away. Won't you think about that, Marlene?
Yes, Jill. It takes a lot of maturity. When you're younger, you just really don't know how to do certain things because you're only operating from an emotional state. But as I got older and more mature, I learned that not everything that happens to you is something to take personal, because if somebody's saying something that's a lie about you, as long as it's not something that I know is not true about me, I don't put any weight or energy into it, even though it is irritating. But I'll tell people, you're just an irritating person. And I just walk away and smile like Marlene always does.
Well, child, it took me a long time to get to where I am. There are some people I can walk away and just say, child, I ain't got time for that crazy stuff. They need to be in there on their knees asking Jesus to help them. This is what I'm saying in my mind. You know what I'm saying? As I'm walking away, I'm kind of laughing too. Like, you're not finna steal my joy today. And then there are some people, the people that really can take me to 3 or 4 is my friends, or that my so-called friends. That's how you find out who is your friend. If they're acting, like a condescending person, most of the time, child, they are not your friends. They are not your friend. They just there to make you put you down to make themselves feel like a queen or a king. When they too stupid enough to know that they are already kings and queens, that they already have a gift, but they will prefer to watch and see what you do. And when you make it, they got something to say that's not nice. You know what I'm saying? Well. Oh, that's good that you got that, but you could have done it this way. I'm like you old, but I'm not gonna say what I really want to say, Marlene, on this channel. Okay, I mean, wouldn't that just tick you off, Marlene?
Of course it will. Of course it will. That's what people don't understand. And especially a person who is a person who really doesn't say much, and they're kind and they do lots of things, that just because a person is nice doesn't mean that they don't have feelings. Every single person has feelings, men, women, and children. So people need to learn to respect others.
Yeah, that's the bottom line, to respect others and also respect yourself, because you the one really going to be looking stupid. First of all, you're not going to have no friends because people going to catch on. Only friends that you going to have is people that's condescending like your butt. And then you're going to call yourself not liking them. And so then that means that you're going to be alone for the rest of your life. That is just sad, you know. And I am so glad that I found this article to just discuss condescending people because, like I said, it was one at the birthday party, and I thought that we were pretty good friends, and now I have to look at her with the side eye. Okay, Wow, did you hear that thunder? Oh my
I
God.
just heard it.
Oh my God. So that scared me. But anyway, I'm going to just cut this short because I already know that that means that the internet might go. So, but I'm glad that everybody came out, and I'm going to go to the chat. I'm going to bring this to a close about just smile and walk away. I'm still learning how to do that too, really, for real. You know, some I can and some I can't. Okay. But the ones that I can't, oh well, shouldn't have never said nothing to me. That's how I feel. Okay. So I want to thank Marlene for coming on. Thank you so much, Marlene. Realist for coming in the chat. Thank you so much, Realist, and all of your posts that you made in the chat. Same thing to Ari and Bay. Thank you. Thank you for always showing up. Thank you so much. Rock Chick Beauty. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Letitia, thank you for being here. And Coach Mary Mogg, everybody, today is her birthday. She had a great live over there at her channel. So I just want to say thank you guys for being here. I love you guys so much. And we're going to bring Geo's Power Hour to a close. And I will see you guys next Tuesday for another Geo's Power Hour talk. With that said, bye-bye, everybody. This channel may not be for everybody, but it is for somebody.